In today's episode, we will be designing, building, and launching a big lander that will hopefully take 2 kerbals all the way to Duna, land on Duna, and return back home safely. So the purpose of this is to accompany the craft that I have already been sending out, the big station, and for that we need some new components. So I need a bigger cockpit, so I need heavy command modules, which I need to research in the community tech tree, and I could use some experimental aerodynamics, I think, because of the larger fairing and all that jazz. Or we could go with the bigger booster, tanks and everything that. Well, that's a viable option as well. That would give me a larger Kerbodyne, so I think I'm going to stick with that. Alright, that leaves me 300, and I could actually either go with a heavy landing, or I could use the nuclear power. Just thinking out loud which would be the best science. I'm thinking maybe even field science, but I'm thinking heavy landing would allow me to start recovering the boosters, have a larger landing gear, so I'm gonna go with that one actually. Right, alright, so we need to actually assign some research points. We will be upgrading the VAB, a little bit of the R&D. Alright, so let's get into the building of the actual thing. So we're gonna take a heavy command pod, Mark II, and the idea is that it could take 2 kerbals to the surface of the moon. Oh, sorry, not the moon, the Duna. One would be the pilot, essentially, and the another one would be a scientist that would be deploying all the wonderful experiments that we can do. And here I mean both the regular ones and the ones that we have tested a couple of episodes ago, the one which would be, breaking ground. So yeah, this time we are going all in. When we're going to Duna already, when we are going through all the trouble to bring the kerbals there, we're gonna actually plant them down, plant experiments, and let them execute. Good. So we have big Duna Lander, we have put in the drogue chutes, we have put in the main chutes, we have put in the reaction wheels, and now what I want to put is a little bit of RCS, because that one will be taking off from Duna. It needs the RCS to be able to dock to the mother station that we have designed in the previous episode. Then I need some larger life support modules. There we go. And then we're going to use this body to actually put 2 of the... Oh wait, hold on, let's put in some batteries. Now we're going to put some electrical solar panels. I'm thinking 2 will be enough, because those are quite big actually. And this craft needs to be able to survive re-entry and everything that. I hope it will be fine. Let's see, what do we have? We have, okay, the experiments control unit. I actually should probably plop it back here. I don't need 2, I just need the 1. Okay, there we go. We have the docking port above. So then we were going to be placing 4. I'm thinking placing 4, reflectors, so they illuminate where we're supposed to go. Some ladders that we can actually, just normally disembark the craft without actually any flying shenanigans. Then we need a large fuel tank, and then we will probably gonna need, hold on, let's put in here the ladders. Good. Open doors. Here we can actually jam pack all the science experiments that we want, so that's gonna come in handy as well. So let's see what we can cram in. We can put in the thermometer, obviously. What else? Let's put in thermometer. Let's put in here the seismic sensor, gravioli, barometer. Look how nice they are all aligned. I mean, it really looks cool. A micro goo containment pod. We're gonna put a couple of those, because those actually we will need a lot of. Alright, what else do we have? Science micro. I want to put 2 of those. And then maybe atmospheric fluid sensor. That's a too big. Maybe I should put it on the side somewhere. I don't know. What else could we put? We could put the... Okay, we can put this, and we can put the RPWS. Great! By the way, each of these science experiments actually packs 2, so that's handy. Here we have these guys, and what else do we want to put? I'm just thinking, what else could we put that would be conducting experiments? Oh, here we could put an experiment for seed growth, eurekas, or whatnot. That might actually be quite nice to do. Because we are sending the big observatory. Or maybe we'll just do it in a separate lander, who knows. Okay, let's now see what else can we cram in. I'm trying to put as many science experiments as I can because, well, let's face it, this one thing is going to Duna, so it needs to be jam-packed with experiments. Okay, closing down this can. Then we need the bottom stage of the lander. We need those heavy legs. There we go. Now, I'm going with the RCS build aid. I'm gonna use it to basically build the... First, let's put in the engines. How much is that? Is that... Oh, 4.70 for Duna? That's too much. Let's just use 2. Yeah, 2 will suffice, I would say. 2 thuds will do nicely. What else? I want to be putting here the fairing so that we can encompass this thing. Let me just adjust the ladders. I might actually need a 3rd ladder, maybe. Or I just actually shorten the landing legs. That works too. That will make the whole lander actually more stable. Alright, yeah, that works. Good. Let's put in some more batteries. 4 batteries in here. 2 over there. I mean, we do need a lot of batteries to be able to transmit all that wonderful science data that we're gonna be collecting, and also some of them we will return. So let's see. Okay, let's pack these up. Oh, you are duplicate? Oh, I don't need the duplicate, but okay, I could actually use... Hold on. You don't want to go in symmetry. Good. So now let's put here the science, the antenna. I'm just now looking for a hinge. So here we have a hinge, and that hinge is gonna fold like that, and then we're gonna reduce the limit, how much it can move, and then we're gonna be placing this. So here we have an antenna. It can barely reach Duna Kerbin relation, but it can, so that's good. Let's place it a little bit higher so it doesn't clip into anything. Let's deploy it, let's back it up. Beautiful. Okay, just adjusting the servo engine. Let's putting everything on the action groups, because when I'm in orbit I tend to press 1, 2, 3 and I consider everything deployed. So that's why when I'm building things I always map things to 1, 2, 3. We have the custom collect all group. There we go. We need to build a fairing, and the fairing won't go exactly straight because it will be clipping in, so I need to actually make it a little bit larger. Come on, like that. Okay, a little bit chubbier, but I think it will work. Okay, and then we close it. Okay, that looks good. I'm happy with that. So time to build the booster now. Or actually, we have our RCS we need to fix, but yeah, we're gonna get to that part. Now, that being said, let me just quickly see if I can put a heat shield. Hopefully, it will be able to survive this entry. Right? My legs might get a little bit, you know, toasty warm, but we'll deal with that problem once we come to it. Alright, so let's see, we have the RCS, let's put in the bigger tanks, Kerbodyne, good. Now we're building a transfer stage, so this will be our transfer stage, which will get us to Duna and hopefully get us orbitally inserted. I don't plan to do the aero brake because that would really be bad. It should be enough, in theory. Who knows, maybe it will be enough even for a deorbit burn around Duna. There we go. Okay, so now, RCS build aid. Actually need to put a lot of RCS thrusters just to make sure that we can come back and dock to the stations. So let me see if I can offset this. Okay, that looks good enough. Maybe I place them like these. Yeah, okay, doable, perfect. Attaching the transfer stage, and then we will be doing the orbital insertion stage, the things that will get this big bad boy to orbit. Let me put just one more SAS unit. It doesn't hurt to put more of them because we really need this thing to be stable. Right, so 2 Kerbodyne tanks, and then I'm looking for a Mammoth engine. There we go. Okay. Now that gives us a total of 7,100 Delta V. What I'm actually missing now, I needed 2 side boosters, and I was first thinking to take a liquid stage, but then I think it would be looking better off with 2 Clydesdale's boosters. I mean, it feels like then an SLS. So that's basically my kind of, you know, design choice when building these two. And obviously when you're doing with Clydesdale boosters, those are huge. And those are really heavy lifting, heavy lifters. So you have to be really careful how much you put everything. So, because that makes sense. Okay, so now Separatrons, just making sure that I put them here too. Then let's put other 2. Okie doke. We have everything here. Now, what do we need? We need, in addition, some more storage units. Yes. Those are too big, by the way. I need something smaller. Maybe this conformal storage unit. Yeah, if I could put it here somewhere, that would be just mighty fine. Okay, hold on. If I remove this, I could put one bigger one here. Yeah, let's do this. We do it like this. Oh, no, not 2. 1, please. Good. And then in that one, we will just jam pack everything. There we go. Okay, transmitter, solar panels, and now we should be cramming experiments. Atmospheric, and I think GUI monitor, and I think that's it, actually. I don't think we can cram in more. Yeah. Hopefully, that will be enough oomph to be able to, you know, do the experiments and do all that jazz. Okay, and I could place a smaller one here, and here I could place just 2 solar panels and maybe something else. Come on, what can we put? Something really small. Okay, maybe EVA repair kits, and guess something gets very wonky and weird. Okay, good. Now we need to design the launch pad. So let me see, what else do I have? I'm trying to see if I have something decent. Tundra, modular launch pads, let me see. I'm actually thinking for even something like Saturn V-ish. Shuttle modular tower, maybe. Yeah, no, that actually has very weird configuration. Saturn V perhaps stable? Yeah, that could work. Let's see, Saturn 1B, SLS. Oh, it has an SLS and rectangular short. Okay, that will work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just finding the correct configuration for the exhaust hole, and let's just stick it underneath. Okay, something like that. It should probably be a hole because this looks a little bit weird. Saturn V, Saturn 1B. Square, come on. Base rotation, no. Arm configuration, support width. Oh, now we're talking. Okay, corrections being made. Beautiful. All right, now we're talking. Now we need to construct the launch tower. So after constructing the launch tower, then it will be time to ultimately try and see how it goes. All things being considered. Now. Alright, beautiful. So, once those things are placed, we need to actually take another modular tower component, and I'm just building it upwards. There we go, and I'm gonna actually try and have a crew arm. Ideally, I would really want my kerbals to be able to go all the way to the enter, but I don't think that will be the case. Let's see if we can do this. Modular tower core section, something like that, okay. And then we'll probably need a tower top at some point. crew arm. Okay, so this is now the thing that's supposed to be going in. No, this cannot go that way. How then it's supposed to attach? If it looks like that, should I be rotating the damn thing? Extend, retract? No. I'm just trying to figure out how that works. Okay, so maybe it needs to be placed like that. Okie doke. Now I think I'm starting to understand how it should look like. Alright. And everything, the entire base needs to be rotated a little bit. Okay, let's rotate it this way. You need to be placed on this side, hopefully. Okay, that's the way it would open and close, I suppose. And then we need to be placing 2 more, so let me see quickly like that. Oh, that actually looks way better. Okay, so after some fiddlage I managed to get it aligned how it's supposed to be, more or less. There are still things that I don't understand. I mean, guys, in the comments below, let me know how is it actually supposed to be, but I'm actually trying my best here. Alright, there we go, 1, and then we put another one. Good. Arms are extended, crew arm is extended. We have the railings, we have everything that we need, roughly. We can extend this, good. Now let's put in the launch clamps and igniters, hold down clamps, there we go. Okie doke. Alright, hold down clamps are prepared. Launcher, service, tail mast, yeah, we can put this, okay. Aha, so this is actually crew tower floor, so if I place this, okay, now I'm getting it. Okay, so the crew axis is this way and it goes out, okay. Oh, this looks amazing. Now I only wish I could make it this height, that would be ideal. But okay, life support seems okay. I think we should probably look into the crew. Alright, just making sure that I put everything on the action group and then we shall be performing this. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's put in here. Everything is on the action group, we're getting ready, and then we will be launching this. By the way, we have launched our cruise ship to... we have not yet ejected it to Duna, but we will probably do that in the next episode together, just after we punch out this guy. The idea will be that then this cruise ship will be going all the way to Duna, and this guy will be docking to it, and then performing the lander. Okay, retracting the arm. Igniting the engines, and liftoff. We have cleared the tower. Beautiful. This is just amazing launch. There we go. Maybe I should have used a nose cone, but to be fair, I mean, what can you do? The pilot du jour is Kiltless Kerman, one of my long-standing patrons. Thank you very much for your support. So my patrons are typically in all of my adventures, and if you would like to be on board, make sure that and you would like to contribute and help me out a little bit, keep the channel running and everything else, then consider subscribing or actually joining my YouTube members or patrons program. The links are in the description below. Obviously, Kiltless is going into a little bit higher orbit, and then we will be performing circularization, and Kiltless is a very brave kerbal, because Kiltless will be going alone to Duna, as opposed to the multi-crew ship that already is getting ready to perform its ejection. Kiltless is the pilot who is responsible of getting the lander there. Ditching the fairing, extending the antenna and the solar panels. There we go. Beautiful. So our burn will be in 43 seconds, and it will be 1574 meters per second, which is more than enough. There we go, buddy. Hit it. Damn, this game is beautiful. By the way, guys, for those of you who are asking, I mean, I will play more KSP2. I love KSP2, but recently it takes me a lot of time to actually make a KSP2 video, so I will probably make it once the update hits, and I have right now other two games that I'm now focusing on. One is actually Occupy Mars, the game. You will see a lot more episodes coming from that, and the other one is a little bit of a surprise. It's a game that has been forever. It is massively funded, but I have only gotten into it like recently, despite of me being backer for already 8 years. Most of you will probably know, and you can guess in the comments which game it is, but I will be making a video or two about that game, and let me know if you like it. There's a little bit of a cliffhanger. Okay, so making sure that we tweak our Duna approach, and then we will be performing the ejection. Good. Alright. Duna periapsis is putting it around 5 million meters. We will be performing a final correction when we get closer to Duna, but this will be enough, and the burn will be in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright, pointing the nose maneuver prograde, and let's skip ahead to the actual launch. Kiltless, are you ready, buddy? Are we ready to perform that burn? Alright. The burn should be in roughly 50 seconds. Yeah, I see you're enjoying it, buddy. Alright, cool. Now, 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Beautiful. We're hitting the gas, and we need to be just careful not to overshoot Duna. I'm going just ever so gently, and then now reducing the throttle to the bare minimum until we get the desired Duna encounter. There we go. Good. That sounds about right. Alright, so let's now just bask and enjoy in the glory when Kiltless is leaving the Kerbin. Look at him go. Beautiful. Ah, man, this game gives me the feels sometimes. Alright, with that thing being said, guys, like if you think I deserve it, and I will be seeing you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off with Kiltless. We're leaving the Kerbals solar system, or leaving the Spheroid influence.